Susan was 64 years old. She was hiding a painful secret for the last few years. Not her doctor, not even her husband or her closest friends knew. She was afraid to go to the bathroom every morning, and every evening she searched the internet for solutions. Creams didn't work, pills gave her stomach issues, and she felt hopeless. So, let's begin. Once, her grandmother, who was 91 years old, told her something strange. She said, "Heat up an onion layer with black seed oil, then put it right here before bed." Susan thought it was a myth, but she was desperate, so she tried it that night. What happened the next morning surprised her. For the first time in 3 years, she felt relief. I will show you exactly what Susan did, and I will explain why this simple method works when expensive products fail. But this mix of onion and black seed oil isn't just for one benefit. It can help with a number of health issues we face as seniors. Issues that seem impossible to fix. And let's agree, the method is tested, and it might not work sometimes because our bodies are different, but if it doesn't help, it won't harm you. Let us begin with the problem that nobody wants to talk about. Hemorrhoids are one of the most common problems after 50. Studies show that nearly half of all adults will experience them at some point. Yet most people suffer in silence because they feel embarrassed. This silence is unnecessary. This is a normal body problem with a simple, natural approach. Here is why the onion and black seed oil method helped Susan. When you heat an onion layer gently, it releases natural compounds that feel soothing on irritated skin. Black seed oil has been used for thousands of years in traditional medicine. The combination creates a warm, comforting application that many people find helpful. Here's exactly what Susan did. She took one medium onion and peeled off a single layer. Just one layer, not the whole onion. She placed this layer in a clean pan on very low heat. Then she added about half a teaspoon of black seed oil directly onto the onion layer. She let it warm for 2 minutes. Not hot. Just warm enough to feel comfortable on the inside of her wrist. Then she placed the warm onion layer on a clean cotton cloth. She folded the cloth so the onion was inside like a small pillow. She applied this externally to the affected area and sat comfortably for 20 minutes before bed. The warmth felt soothing immediately. By morning, she noticed less discomfort. She repeated this for 5 nights. By the end of the week, she felt like a different person. Here is what you must remember. This is for external use only. Never apply anything directly on broken or bleeding skin. If you have severe symptoms or bleeding, please see your doctor first. This method is for mild to moderate discomfort, not for serious medical conditions. Now let me tell you something interesting about onions that most people do not know. Ancient healers called the onion the poor man's medicine. In many old medical texts from Europe and the Middle East, onions were placed on the body to draw out discomfort and support healing. Modern science has found that onions contain compounds called flavonoids and sulfur compounds. These give onions their strong smell, but they also provide the soothing properties that traditional healers recognized centuries ago. Black seed oil adds another layer of support. This oil comes from a small flowering plant. For over 2,000 years, people in the Middle East have called it the blessed seed. It contains something called thymoquinone, which researchers have studied for its soothing and calming properties. When you combine these two ingredients with gentle heat, you create something that penetrates and comforts tired, irritated tissues. Let us move to the knees and joints. If you are over 50, chances are your knees have complained at least once this week. Maybe they creak when you climb stairs. Maybe they ache when the weather changes. Maybe they feel stiff every single morning until you walk around for 10 minutes. Here is what most people do not understand about joint discomfort. It is not just about the bones, the soft tissues around your joints, the tendons, the ligaments. the fluid-filled spaces. These all need good circulation to stay healthy. When circulation slows down with age, these tissues do not get the nutrients they need. They become stiff and uncomfortable. The warm onion and black seed oil method helps by bringing gentle warmth directly to the joint area. This warmth encourages blood flow. Better blood flow means more nutrients reaching the tissues that need them. Here is how to use it for knee pain. Take a larger onion layer, big enough to cover your kneecap. Warm it gently with the oil, just like before. Place it directly on your knee, then wrap everything with a cotton cloth or old towel. The wrap keeps the warmth in longer. Sit with this for 30 minutes. Some people do this while watching television in the evening. For best results, do this every evening for 1 week. Many people notice their morning stiffness is less severe after consistent use. This same method works for gout in the big toe. Just use a smaller piece of onion. Wrap it around the affected toe before bed. The gentle overnight warmth can make mornings much more comfortable. One important note: do not use this if your joint is hot, red, or severely swollen. Those signs might mean something that needs medical attention. This method is for the everyday aches and stiffness that come with aging, not for acute injuries or infections. Now let us talk about something that affects more people than you might think. Nail fungus is incredibly common. Some estimates say that 1 in 10 people have it at any time. After age 60, that number goes up to 1 in 5. Those thick, yellow, crumbly nails that you hide inside shoes are usually caused by tiny fungi that love dark, warm places. The problem with nail fungus is that it lives underneath and inside the nail. Creams often cannot reach it. This is where the onion and black seed oil method takes a different approach. Instead of using the whole onion layer, you will extract the juice. Here is how. Take a piece of onion and crush it or grate it. Squeeze out the juice through a clean cloth. Mix this fresh onion juice with equal parts black seed oil. About half a teaspoon of each is enough for 1 treatment. Apply this mixture directly to the affected nail. Make sure to get it around the edges where the nail meets the skin. This is where the mixture can seep underneath. Cover with a small bandage and leave overnight. Do this every night. Here is what you must understand about nails. They grow very slowly. It takes months for a toenail to completely replace itself. So, you will not see dramatic changes in a few days. What you're doing is creating a better environment for healthy nail growth. After several weeks, you should see new, healthier nail growing from the base. Be patient. Consistency matters more than intensity. If you do not have black seed oil at home, I have included a link to a quality product from Amazon in the description below. It is the same type I recommend to everyone who asks. Now let us address something that ruins many mornings. Plantar fasciitis, also called heel spur pain, makes your first steps of the day feel like walking on sharp stones. The thick band of tissue on the bottom of your foot becomes inflamed and tight. Every morning, it needs time to loosen up before you can walk normally. This is where the overnight method works beautifully. While you sleep, the warm onion and oil work on the tissues for hours. By morning, the tightness is often much less severe. Here is the method. Warm your onion layer with the oil as usual. Place it directly under your heel. Wrap your entire foot with a cotton cloth to hold everything in place. Then put on an old sock over everything. This keeps the wrap secure while you sleep. The first morning you try this, pay attention to how your first steps feel. Many people notice the difference immediately. The heel still might be tender, but that sharp stabbing pain is often reduced. Do this every night for at least 1 week. Some people continue for 2 or 3 weeks until their feet feel consistently better in the mornings. Here is something that scientists have discovered about tissue healing. Most repair happens while you sleep. Your body releases growth factors and healing compounds during deep sleep. When you combine this natural healing time with a warm, soothing compress, you are giving your body exactly what it needs to repair damaged tissues. Now, I want to share a story about something most people never connect to onions. William was 68 years old. He had ringing in his ears for 2 years. Not loud enough to drive him crazy, but constant enough to bother him every quiet moment. He had seen specialists. They told him to learn to live with it. He refused to accept that answer. His neighbor, an old man from India, told him about a remedy his family had used for generations. Warm a small piece of onion with black seed oil, place it behind the ear, not inside. Do this for 20 minutes every evening. William was skeptical. But the old man said something that convinced him to try. He said the ears and the area behind them have many nerve endings connected to circulation in the head. Warming this area with the right ingredients can sometimes help calm things down. William tried it for 2 weeks. The ringing did not disappear completely, but it became softer, quieter, more manageable. He could finally enjoy silence again. Here is the method for ear discomfort. Take a very small piece of onion, about the size of a grape. Warm it gently with a few drops of black seed oil. Place it behind your ear, in that soft area where your ear meets your head. Hold it there with a soft headband or just your hand while you relax for 15 to 20 minutes. This is extremely important. Never put anything inside your ear canal. Not the onion, not the oil, nothing. The ear canal is delicate and can be easily damaged. This method is strictly for the area behind and around the outer ear. If you have ear pain, discharge, or hearing loss, please see a doctor. Those symptoms need professional attention. This method is for general ear discomfort and mild ringing, not for infections or serious conditions. Let us talk about something you might have noticed but not understood. Sometimes you feel lumps in your neck or under your arms. These are usually swollen lymph nodes. Your lymph system is like your body's cleaning network. It filters waste and helps fight infections. When it is working hard, the nodes can swell up. Most of the time, swollen lymph nodes are nothing serious. They mean your body is doing its job, but they can be uncomfortable, especially when they are tender to touch. Gentle warmth can help encourage lymph drainage. The warm onion method applied to swollen areas can provide comfort and support the natural draining process. Here is how to do it. Warm your onion layer with oil as usual. Make sure it is warm, not hot. The neck area is sensitive. Place the warm compress on the swollen area. Rest with it for 20 minutes. You can do this twice a day when nodes are swollen. Here is a caution that you must take seriously. If your lymph nodes stay swollen for more than 2 weeks, or if they keep growing larger, please see your doctor. Persistent swelling sometimes needs medical evaluation. This method is for temporary swelling that comes with common illnesses, not for unexplained lumps that do not go away. There is an old saying that applies to natural remedies. The body knows how to heal itself. Sometimes it just needs a little help. Warmth is one of the oldest forms of healing support. Adding the right natural ingredients makes that warmth even more effective. Now let us finish with something that affects almost everyone after a certain age. Varicose veins and cold extremities are two problems with the same root cause. Poor circulation. When blood does not flow efficiently through your legs. 2 things happen. First, blood pools in the veins, making them bulge and become visible. Second, your feet and hands do not get enough warm blood, so they feel cold even in a warm room. The onion and black seed oil method for circulation works differently than the other applications. Instead of a stationary compress, you will use it as a massage oil. Here is the method. Gently warm a tablespoon of black seed oil. You can warm it by placing the small container in a bowl of warm water for a few minutes. Add the juice from a small piece of crushed onion. Mix together. Now massage this warm mixture into your legs. Start at your ankles and work upward toward your knees. Always massage upward, toward your heart. This follows the natural direction of blood flow. Spend about 5 minutes on each leg using firm but gentle upward strokes. Here is a critical warning. Never massage directly on bulging varicose veins. Work around them, not on them. Direct pressure on damaged veins can cause problems. Focus on the muscles and skin around the veins, encouraging circulation without disturbing the weakened blood vessels. After your massage, sit or lie down with your legs elevated for 15 minutes. This position helps blood flow back toward your heart without fighting gravity. Many people do this every evening before bed. After 2 weeks, they often notice their feet feel warmer and their legs feel less heavy and tired at the end of the day. The visible veins may not disappear, but the discomfort and heaviness often improve. One more thing about circulation that few people realize. Your blood vessels are lined with smooth muscles. These muscles can become stiff and less flexible with age, just like the muscles in your arms and legs. Gentle massage with warming oils helps keep these vessel walls more relaxed and flexible. Better flexibility means better blood flow. Better blood flow means warmer hands and feet. Your grandmother probably knew many of these methods. Maybe not exactly like this, but similar. She knew that onions were not just for cooking. She knew that warmth and natural oils could soothe a tired body. She knew that sometimes the simplest remedies work when complicated ones fail. The modern world has forgotten much of this wisdom. We reach for pills and creams without thinking about what our grandparents used. But these old methods survived for generations because they helped people feel better. Not everyone, not every time, but enough people, enough times to be passed down from mother to daughter, from father to son. If you try these methods, give them time. Your body did not develop these problems overnight. It will not solve them overnight either. Consistency is the key. A little effort every day adds up to real results over weeks and months. And remember, these methods support your body's natural processes. They are not replacements for medical care when you need it. Listen to your body. If something feels wrong, see your doctor. Natural and medical care can work together. You do not have to choose one or the other. The onion sits in your kitchen right now. The black seed oil costs less than one visit to the pharmacy. Together, they might give you the comfort that expensive products have failed to provide. Just like they did for Susan, just like they did for William, just like they have done for countless people who remembered what their grandmothers taught them.